Hello, welcome to week 5 of Human Development and Educational Psychology. Thank you for getting your activities submitted. I will get those evaluated and get feedback to you in the Dropbox within the next couple of days. And so this week we are going to be learning about Chapter 5, and Chapter 5 is actually covered in the next couple of weeks, so this week and next week. You do have a project associated with it, so I wanted to give you ample time, and there are several of the Theorist Research Project videos that you'll need to watch. So first, if you haven't yet, be sure that you do watch the video posted last week for ecological systems theory. You are going to be responsible for all of your classmates' videos and the content in them. So just be sure that you're paying attention to that. So this week in Chapter 5, you can go ahead and start listening to the lecture. Again, you have 2 weeks to get through Chapter 5, but go ahead and start doing that. Make sure to read the chapter because, again, there is a lot of information. And next week you're going to be working on a project that you're going to have to choose a motivational theory. So you can kind of start thinking about that. Be sure to watch the video on self-determination theory and attribution theory. And then you have a supplemental reading on teacher attribution. So this actually comes from another textbook. And so in addition to just talking about attributions, this is attributions that teachers can transfer to students to either help students to adopt positive attributions or negative attributions. So after reading this, you will take the quiz. Be sure to read the quiz instructions. So you will have 60 minutes to take the quiz. Again, you need to be sure you've read the textbook on attributions and you've read the supplemental reading. And then you'll be given scenarios. So in each scenario, it's going to be a quote that a teacher says to a student. For example, you can try hard, but you're still not going to be able to do it. And then you're going to have to explain how that is going to lead the student to adopt a particular attribution. And you have to provide one for each of the 3. So you have to tell whether that statement is leading the student to adopt controllable or uncontrollable attributions, stable or unstable attributions, and internal or external. So your answer would be something like controllable, stable, external. It's either going to be, it has to fit into each of those 3 categories. So I don't know how to explain that better. But you could say uncontrollable, stable, internal, and then explain it for each of the scenarios. So there's 5 different statements, and so just be sure you can identify and discern between these differences. So if you have questions before you begin the quiz, please post in the class discussion board. Once you start the quiz, you won't be able to stop it and go back. So just make sure you have a clear understanding of the attributions before you begin.